Hello everyone, welcome to the WWE 2017 Hall of Fame predictions on WrestleTalk. Today I chose 5 males, 3 females, 2 tag teams, 2 celebrities, and I will tell you right off that I did not pick a Warrior Award winner. It's just really a hard one to pick because a lot of people out there do embrace the Warriors uh, heart and soul, so it's really hard to pick one for them. Anyways, we're going to start out with the male wrestlers. I think that this is the year possibly that The Undertaker goes in, because I think that this possibly could be the last year you will see The Undertaker at WrestleMania. So I think they're going to do something similar to what they did with Ric Flair, where he went into the Hall of Fame the night before he retired. Um, so I think that this Hall of Fame will be the time for Undertaker. The second one is The Rock. Being that WrestleMania, I believe, is in Miami this year, it is possible that The Rock will be going into the Hall of Fame. Due to that, because The Rock's hometown being Miami. Now, that is give or take, I don't know. I almost forgot. The induct Undertaker, I think, should be Kane. I would say Paul Bearer, but sadly he passed away, so I'm going to say Kane. The Rock, obviously one of his family members, but I would like personally to see Stone Cold Steve Austin do him because of their feud. The third one, the British Bulldog, I think it's very much time for him to go into the Hall of Fame because he is a very much reason for a lot of people watching wrestling, including me. He was one of my favorites. And I think obviously the one of the Hart family members should induct him. But I'm gonna say probably Natalia or Jim the Anvil Neidhart to induct him because the reason why I didn't say Brett is because of the fourth person. I'm saying Owen Hart. I think Owen Hart is definitely time for him to go in. Owen Hart, I think a lot of people want to see him actually go into the Hall of Fame, and me included. And again, I think Bret Hart should induct him, or if not Bret, a member of the Hart family, like Natalia or Jim the Anvil Neidhart or someone like that. And the last male I have is Daniel Bryan. Now this one is kind of like give or take because Daniel Bryan just recently retired not long ago. However, I do think it is very much possible due to the fact that Daniel Bryan was very popular amongst the fans, and it was sad to see that his career was cut short. So I think that it is very possible for Daniel Bryan to be inducted this year or in the years to come into the WWE Hall of Fame. With that said, I think that there's only possible 2 people that, or maybe even 3 people I think that could do him, and that's Triple H, John Cena, and Brie Bella. I think we're going to move on to the tag teams. I chose 2 tag teams. The first one is Demolition. Demolition, I don't know who really could induct them. I'm not really, to be honest with you, I didn't really follow them much, but I did know who of them, and I did know that they were a great tag team. I didn't really follow them much, their career, to be honest, so I don't know who really would be good to induct them. However, I think that they do deserve the Hall of Fame. And the second one is DGeneration X, and when I say DGeneration X, I mean all of them, including China, all of them that was ever a part of DGeneration X. So I think that if anyone should be inducting them, should be Vince McMahon himself, or Shane McMahon, or Stephanie McMahon, due to the fact that not only is Stephanie McMahon and Vince McMahon and them related to Triple H, but also because of their most commonly feud was with the McMahons. We're going to move on to the females. The first one is Tori Wilson. Now, Tori Wilson, I do not think possibly will be the one in this year. However, it is very possible for her to go into the Hall of Fame, being that she was one of the women that made me interested into watching wrestling. A lot of people thought that Tori Wilson was there more so for her beauty, but I personally think that Tori Wilson really had talent inside that ring. And who should induct her? I'm going to go out on a limb and probably say a diva now, like Natalia or someone that's around now. But I personally would like to see someone like Michelle McCool or Candice Michelle would be perfect, I think, for her. Maybe even Dawn Marie. We're going to move on to the second person, which is Sable. Sable, again, is another woman that a lot of people thought that she was only there for pretty much a eye candy type thing. But I think that she really had enough talent to actually go into the Hall of Fame. And again, the only person I think that really would fit to induct her would be Brock Lesnar. However, I don't know if that will happen. And the number 3, I think a lot of people would agree with me on this one, Chyna. It is her time to go into the WWE Hall of Fame. Who should induct her, though? That's a different question, because Triple H, obviously, I would say, but I don't know if he will, due to the whole thing that's going on, but that went down with him and Chyna and Steph. But it would be interesting to see Triple H do it, or maybe even Shawn Michaels or someone from DX. I think would be best fit to do her. And celebrities, the first one is Muhammad Ali. Obviously, he just passed away, which was very, very sad. So I think that WWE will probably do him into the Hall of Fame, which I think is great because of the fact that I think he really deserves it. And who should induct him? Well, I would go out on a limb and say Hulk Hogan, but I don't think that's going to happen due to the whole Hulk Hogan scandal thing. But who else really could do it? I don't know. But it'll be interesting to see if he is inducted and who actually does induct him. And number 2, Bob Barker. Bob Barker was a part of WWE a couple times, and I think he is very much capable of being into the celebrity wing. Now, I think it would be perfect for Chris Jericho to induct him due to the whole thing that him and Jericho had, that scene on Raw. I don't believe what year it was. I don't remember, but I know as the Price of Right thing, and Jericho guessing $1, and that really wasn't his guess. But anyways, with that said, I think Chris Jericho will be perfect to induct him into the Hall of Fame. With that said, again, I do not have a Warrior Award. That one is really, really hard to predict because of there's a lot of people out there that do have the embrace of the Ultimate Warrior. With that said, we're going to end out this Wrestle Talk. The next Wrestle Talk is WWE 2017 Part 2, where I'll be talking about who I went to see in the 2K17 game that may have not been or may have been in the 2016 game, and the moves that I want to see in that may or may not be in 2016. With that said, have a great day, everybody. Peace.